Hi friends, Christine here from the Moore Park City Library. We just finished story time where we talked about, or where our theme was colors. And so normally we follow story time with a craft or an activity, and today I decided that instead of a craft, we would do a science experiment. Because when you're little, one of the ways that you learn new things is through play. And so what better way to explore colors than to make a little science, or in this case, what I like to think is magic happen. So here is the experiment again that we're gonna be doing. It's called Hidden Colors. And so we have this white base and we're gonna be exposing and making the colors come through. Here's the ingredients, or here's the supplies you're going to need for this craft. You're gonna want a muffin tin. Now I use just this little six muffin tin because that's what we have at the library, but you could do this with a bigger one. In fact, I would recommend that if you have a traditional 12 or even the bigger like 24 ones, to use it because you have a lot more colors and there's a lot more fun to be had. You're gonna need baking soda and vinegar. You don't need these huge amounts. It's just, again, this is what we have at the library. Either a squeeze water bottle, or I got these, it was 2 for $1 at our dollar store. They usually have ketchup, or you could put ketchup and mustard, but we're gonna use it for the squeeze, and that's just gonna help control the amount of vinegar our little ones are using. And then food coloring. So what we're actually exploring in this is a chemical reaction. So for the setup, let me just move this to the side. And one more thing I'm gonna suggest, if you're doing this inside, you can grab just a big, a foil pan, or, if you have a plastic bucket, I would definitely recommend putting your muffin tin inside. That way, when the reaction happens, if you use a lot of vinegar and it starts bubbling and fizzing over, you have an area to contain it. Better yet, take this outside, make your reactions, and then you just have to hose it all down. Okay, so we put our muffin tin inside of our big metal pan here. And this is the setup. I'm going to take my food coloring. So you're gonna wanna do this before your little ones see it. So we've got our red, yellow, and I'm just putting 1 drop of food coloring in the bottom of the pan. Green, blue, and then you can even mix it up. So I'm gonna put a drop of blue, and a drop of red, because in our story we learned that makes what color? Purple. And then I'm gonna do another drop of red here and a drop of yellow, because red and yellow make orange. All right, next I'm gonna take my baking soda and a spoon, and I'm just gonna put a spoonful on top of each one of these. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to cover the bottom of your pan. So you see, like, a spoonful will get me about 2 muffin tins, or 2 of the muffin spots. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna cover our bottoms. The bottoms of the muffin tin. Next, you're gonna take that squeeze bottle and add some vinegar to it. You could also just put the vinegar in a cup, but the squeeze bottle really helps your little one maneuver and handle the flow of the liquid. And you can add that into your science experiment. You could talk about how much pressure, how hard did they have to squeeze the bottle? When they squeezed the bottle really hard, did more liquid come out or less? Just other ways that you can engage with the experiment. All right, so now we've got our squeeze bottle with vinegar. And this is where the fun happens. So you're gonna just encourage your little ones to pour on top, and you'll notice it's just slowly pouring. No color yet. It's pour a little bit more. There it goes. I may have put a little bit too much of the, there we go, of the baking powder. Or not, I'm sorry, the baking soda. And your little ones will just have a lot of fun trying to figure out what colors are going to come up. So is this a one and done experiment? Absolutely not. Since I'm using this tin here, and you saw I put a lot of baking soda in it, I can actually just dump out that vinegar and then add more, and the reaction will continue. So things to talk about with your little ones when you're doing this. You can obviously talk about the different colors that come through. When we have a color like orange, how did we make orange? What about the purple? When we mix what colors together, how do we get orange? When we mix red and yellow. Other things that you can talk about is the reaction that's actually occurring between the baking soda and the vinegar. You could make predictions about what will happen. There's just a lot of really cool things that you can do with it. And I like it because for me, when you're that little, I think science is just magical. You know, you don't have to understand the concepts or actually what's going on. Just the fact that you went from a white powder to now a colorful array of colors, I think is really neat. So I hope you enjoyed our craft today, and I hope you enjoyed story time. Join us every Wednesday at 10:30 here on Facebook for our story time. But if you happen to miss story time, you know, we're actually on YouTube now. So you can look at the Moore Park City Library. All of our old story times are there, all of your favorite craft videos, our how-tos. We're really trying to load that up with content, excuse me. So make sure to check it out. Also, next Wednesday, our friends at the library are going to do a grab bag book sale where they're going to put together bags of picture books, board books, easy reader books, and you'll actually be able to purchase a bag of books for $5. So keep an eye on our Facebook page. We'll share more information about that. But that's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 10:30. Bye-bye.